What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on another team from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rebels offense takes the field for the first time today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one, Dave.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best three-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. Four-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to...
Breaks into the... Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Florida Gators offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a crease. It's Webb. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Guys, let's chat about Florida. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week. A commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it, 1st down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The hand to the running back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Wants to throw. It's Glagway. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff from the shotgun. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
The Gators will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They'll go back to work after changing into the field. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quarterback may change this route. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the field.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And they did tack on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
Got his man downfield. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. From the gun, running back gets the give. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Rebels are rolling down the field.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Fouls through the defense. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. He makes a catch. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stribling. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He's looking to throw. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
It's good, and that was dead solid, perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 12 to Virginia. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Dropping back, it's Glagway. It's complete on the right side. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the Oak.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Simmons. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'll loft to lock them up close to their goal line. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. And the returner will be knocked down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Might be calling a hot route. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance. For the false start. So backing up with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalpost looming over their shoulder. The Gators buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. Corralled and brought down by the defense. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable 1st half of football so far today at Oxford.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Another incompletion on third down. The Gators decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll try the run. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Caught behind the line. It's dribbling. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Rebels come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Gators sending the offense back to work. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses. Turning it on! Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing. Field for you, and they had it on that one.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Dropping back, it's Flagway. He's got him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Converts on fourth down, still going. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Gators look to keep this drive humming. From the shotgun and handoff to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
To the air, it's Lagway. Got the quick pass. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Well, that's why this guy's one of the best receivers in the country. Even when he's double covered, he's open. He's able to make the catch and get the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Florida! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lacey. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Grabbed in the middle. It's Haas. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's got it on the right. There he goes. Sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule. And the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. Taylor has it. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. from 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Ready to fire from the pistol. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got the first down. Looking for more. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And man, is it nice just to have this guy right here. Like, give him the football, and they're going to give it to him early, and they're going to give it to him often. And a lot of times we see, man, late in the games, just like right here, he makes those big plays, wears down the defenses, and he is a handful late.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's ball. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quick touch pass to the receiver. On his feet at the 40. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Gators! Once he got some room, it was over. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lacy. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
The play action fake. Makes the catch. It's hot. What a cut. Now he's loose. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No matter where they are on the field, they'll go for those chunk plays, and they got one that has them set up 1st and 10 at the 42. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Wallace. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Makes the grab. It's Wallace. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw again. Fires to the big fella. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Taylor.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll throw it from the red zone. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the...
Hauls it in the 1st down and more. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Really nice job getting that touchdown. Now you got to go for 2. You got to tie this thing up, and your defense better get ready because the opponent has time to work the 2-minute situation, drive down the field. This game is far from over.
He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and we are all tied up late. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
This time it's complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, they get a big play right there, and they've got a quarterback now who has been in a lot of 2-minute situations. They drill this all the time in practice. He's the leader. He's the guy that can win this game. It's going to come down to him understanding when to clock the ball, how to throw the ball and get it out of bounds to put themselves in a position to win.
Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Gets it out fast. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Timeout is called with just a single second left. So now on comes the field goal unit. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. That was fun. And it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.